Here we are in Oklahoma City at Coffee and Cruise Car Show, Saturday, June 4th. Happy 4th of June. Anyway, that's a joke. We're going to walk over here and see the cars that have shown up. It's a mixed thing. It's every kind of car lover coming here. You'll see some stock vehicles. You'll see some new vehicles. You'll see some hot rods, some muscle cars, antiques. A little bit of everything shows up here.
But what are you looking for?
I'm looking for something somebody turned into a monster or made a special vehicle or something they altered themselves. We got your dog show going on here too. It's nice that people bring their dogs too. Dogs learn to be friendlier here. Let's walk over to this Mustangs over here. Here's some cool Mustangs, which I do not recognize this. The badge on the back of this, that 2+2 badge, I didn't recognize that. It's either a 65 or 66 Mustang. It's been upgraded. It's got a 302 in it, or that's what the sign says. Anyway, we don't see the owner, so we can't ask them. But let's look at this one next to it too. They must be friends. This one's got tri-power on it. And it's got an extra Mustang you can pop out and drive if you run into trouble there on the top of the engine. I like the wheels. I don't even know what those are. Those are, I know what they're supposed to look like, but I don't know what brand they are. Fastback 2+2, red interior, black, beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful. I love these cars as a kid. It was when the Mustang came out, it was the most exciting thing. When they started beating Corvettes in road racing, it was like Ford Triumph for major victory. And that was because of Carroll Shelby's team that did it for Ford. And it was an exciting time and to live, to watch the automotive history being made. And I own two Mustang 67s, two 67s, and they're longer than this by 2 or 3 inches, I think 2 inches. And it's all in the legroom, so they were more comfortable than these for me. I'm 6'4", and I'd like to have one, but I don't think I am. But 67 Mustangs are pretty affordable compared to these. If you want something that's high performance, look at 67s, and they're all, you can buy all the parts for them. They're one of the most easily restored cars. So if you see a 67 Mustang that's, or 68, either one, they got this look where they got the indented taillights. This is a beautiful car. Really neat. Everybody'd love to own this one. Let's move down. Let's go toward the center of performance this way. Yeah, the convertible. Mustangs actually came out in June of '64, right about now. They hit the streets, and they were 64 and a halves, basically. And that was a mind-blowing time. That was a car that was completely different looking. It was basically a Falcon underneath, but they upgraded it and made it more high performance and made a better car out of it. Here you got your 62 Chevy, lowered in with patina. just kind of neat. Leave it that way. Don't even mess with it. It's a 4-door. You can have your friends hopping in the back. Easy entry. And you got your Nova over here with a big block Chevy under it. And it's a 67, 8, or 9. I'm not sure. I can't tell the difference actually in them. I can only tell one thing when the steering box is in the back. That's rear steer. And they changed that in 1970 and put the steering box up here, which was actually better for handling. They fixed the bump steer in the cars and made it a better handling car in 70. So if you're looking for a Nova 78 or 70 to 72 or 3, and even the later ones with the hatchbacks are neat and they handle better than the earlier ones. I've dealt with one of these as a stock car, and the bump steer was so bad on the stock car, you used 5/8 toe out because it towed in so much going into the corners that that's the only thing that would work. And that was at Saga Speedway. And people would say, well, that wouldn't work. It made the trophy dash one night with 5/8 toe out. Anyway, for those that are interested, here we have a nice white Corvette, no side pipes. My wife's first boyfriend had a Corvette like this with side pipes, and she burned her leg on it. She doesn't have a scar. She was healed, but we talk about it all the time, and it's kind of a memory. He's passed away, so it's all right. My jealousy doesn't have to be affected at all. He's not going to show up after this video, but she's laughing. We have a good time with the Corvettes. We have a 69 Mustang Mach 1, 351 Mach 1, which you don't see them, and they're nice to see. Beautiful car. Nice green color. This looks all original. This I don't even know what this is worth. Probably $50,000 at least. Not sure. But neat car. I had one of these offered to me one time for $800 that needed to be restored. It did 13s and a quarter mile, and that's how far back we're going. It wasn't worth the 800, and now that thing is worth who knows how much. It was a 4-speed. No, it was an automatic car. Take it back. It was a C6 transmission with a 351, and it was a red, dark red color. Anyway, we'll get off of me for a minute here. I love these Triumphs. These are beautiful cars. And let's talk to the owner of this car. I'm going to ask him a question. Do you think I'd fit in there?
No, you would. I do.
You do? How tall are you?
6'2".
6'2", and you fit good? Always love these cars.
You're old enough to remember.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember. Yeah.
That's the big thing. All the youngsters want to know what it is.
Yeah. No, they nailed it on these years.
I agree with you.
Yeah. How does it handle compared to the newer cars?
I think it handles terrific. It's got racket engines and just loves Kirby Road.
Kirby Rhodes loves them, huh?
Yeah, plus the Triumph Blue in 69 when they first came out, and then in 70, they knew at high speed that the front end kind of wanted to lift. That's a 75 over there. You see the front spoiler?
Oh, yeah.
They didn't have them. This was 72, and they didn't have them. And the reproduction is the hollow Chinese thing. So it took me a few months, but I found the original, the one that had been rear-ended. So I was able to buy the factory spoiler.
There you go. And it feels different when you're going down the road with the spoiler?
Yeah, 70 or 75, it just settles. It's just wonderful.
I've got a 64 Malibu, which is like as aerodynamic as the state of Colorado.
Right.
And it needs something on the front.
Aerodynamic and cereal box.
You know, a piece of aluminum over the whole grill would fix it. Nice talking to you. Oh, almost got run over.
It's so fun.
You know, it's good to have your producer wife with you on the car shows so that you don't get run over. They save you. There's a couple Mustangs over here. This is Mustang Day. We got a fastback next to a notchback. And both beautiful cars. Fastbacks have much higher value, but the notchbacks have better headroom in the back seat. And if you, these are going up in value too, but not as fast as a fastback because there was probably less made. I don't even know what the numbers were on these things, but fastback was just kind of neat. But they don't handle any different. Matter of fact, this might even handle a little bit better because I think the roof weighs a few pounds more. Anyway, somebody in the Mustang world can tell me if I'm right or wrong on that, if the roof made any difference. Here we have a Volkswagen station wagon. Beautiful taupe color, I would call that, or a sand color, which is neat. Like it. Yeah, look at all these car people. This is a crowd. This is a crowd. This is, we got a sheepdog over here. We're going to go down, go into the center of it all. This is where the early birds go. That
I was looking at the weather last night.
this is the center of the show that people want to be at. They want to park here. We got your, this is a beautiful Camaro here. It's for sale. If you want to, let's see what the price, if it's got a price here. There's a phone number if you want to order one online.
It's for sale.
But this is either a 55 or 56 Pontiac Safari wagon. It's beautifully done. It's got a 572 Chevy engine in it, factory Chevrolet engine that you could buy out of a Chevy catalog. Beautiful car though. Now another Al story. I was broke one time, and I had a Ranchero that was broken, and I was walking by and I found one of these for sale. It was bright white, all original, for $300, and I didn't have a dime. I was 17 years old and poor, and every time I see one, I just cry about that one. So there I go crying again. And here we got a 64 Malibu. So let's check out the 64 Malibu. My wife, my chrome's not on my car, and I'm not going to put the bottom chrome back on. It was just the wheel wells on my car are pushed out, so you couldn't put the rim on around the trim ring around the wheel well. But I have this chrome, and I got to polish it up and put it back on. But I got to paint the car too, so it's like I'm kind of stuck on it, you know. Is that yours?
Yes.
I have one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
64 like that?
64. Yeah, Super Sport.
Yeah.
It's great primer. You can find it on TikTok. I burned up the wiring harness from. I was going to come today. I burned up the wiring harness from the alternator, shorted out inside. No fuse on it. You might want to put a fuse on it.
You
And
know
it went
what?
to the firewall.
I did that same thing. I've got a 70 Nova Super Sport. I did the same darn thing about 2 months ago.
You did?
Yes,
I
exactly.
found a friend.
Right. Yeah, it just smoke going everywhere.
Where? How far to burn? Do you know?
To the firewall.
To the firewall.
Yep.
Stop there.
Stop there. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
My gauges all still work.
Yeah, mine do
I just
too.
had to go in. I mean, it didn't do any major damage.
Yeah.
I just had to go in and re-tape everything.
Mine burned the main hot wire burned and all the wires wrapped around it got so hot, burned my fingers. Here's my. I yanked on the wire and I couldn't get off. I had to cut it, and it was shorted inside the alternator. But you can buy those fuses that are flip fuses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put one on now.
I undid my battery real quick.
Yeah. Mine's in the trunk.
Oh, God.
So,
Mine was handy, so I
Yeah.
just real quick popped the cable off of it.
so is it what motor's in this?
355.
Oh, 355.
We're doing a TikTok live. Is it okay if we
You do whatever you want.
You want to sell the car?
No, you know what? You're the fourth guy that's asked me that today.
Well, because now you're worldwide right now, live. So just put your phone number up with everybody. Yeah.
Got a little cam in it.
Yeah, mine's rough, in the sense that the body is in primer right now, and the body work needs to be done, but there's no rust. California, I came from California 3 years ago, and I bought it 39 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
And it's had 3 motors, 4 transmissions,
Oh,
and I'm rough on transmissions. Is this automatic or
yeah, it's a Power Glide.
Power Glide?
Yep.
That takes a lot, gives you cushion and breaks less things.
Yeah. And I had to go with the old Traeger mags.
Yeah,
School.
I've got Krager aluminum ones.
Yeah.
Because I don't polish good. That's one of my.
Yeah. I don't like polishing them, I'll tell you
That's
that.
why I could leave them alone and come back 6 months later and buff them up.
Yeah.
Nice car. I've seen you on the road before.
Don't drive it very much, every now and then.
Yeah. Power steering? Yeah. Well, there's no reason not to drive it then.
No. I'm afraid I'll wreck it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or people follow you home.
Oh, yeah. And they get real close to me.
Yeah. What's your name?
Roger, that's all it is.
Oscar?
Oscar.
My
My name's Roger.
Roger.
Yeah.
My name's Alan.
Alan, nice to meet you.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much, Tamara.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys, too.
That's Roger.
Recap what he said about his car.
So it's he's changed the motor. He's got a 30 over 350, but he's got the original Power Glide in it, and it probably moves pretty good. And it's got a small cam in it, and it's just a pleasure to drive, most likely. But like he said, he doesn't drive it that often. He doesn't want to wreck it. But let's go over to the wing car over here. People need to see the wing cars. There's one here today. There's usually a set of them. 2 good friends have these cars that come. And this might be the 3rd guy. There's 3 of them around OKC. Plymouth Superbird. He's leaving. We could see him leave. How you doing?
Good, sir.
I got a question.
Sure.
What's the fastest you ever gone in this car?
Oh, you know what? I've gone like 110, 115.
So you keep it down. You don't want to see
No, it's
the area
50
limit.
years old. I have no idea what's going to come apart. You know?
Really?
They bought it for cool, not.
Yeah.
No.
Plymouth Superbirds. I've talked to him before. That's a 440 car. And yeah, I would be tempted if I owned that just to go out and take it and see what the air would do at 115 if it starts to flutter, jump up and down, or if it just wants to keep going. I've ridden in one of those once. It was a 440 car that I worked with a guy named Glenn, who was the president of the, forget what they call it, in Southern California to do the spring fling, and he was in charge of that. And that's huge. And he had 7 of them, I believe. He lived with his parents, had 7 wing cars. And I don't know whatever's happened to him, but they were all beautiful too. They weren't pieces that were. Now we're looking at a rare Plymouth, which is a beautiful car. You don't see these. This is neat. This is really a neat car. Fords were the most popular in these years, basically because of the engine mounts. You could put any Ford motor in an old flathead vehicle. You could just they use the same motor mount positions. So kids saved all the Fords because you just swapped the motors. You had to make motor mounts to put a V8 in one of these. Oh, you did it.
We're going to take the frame rail off.
This is neat. This is even air conditioned. This is a total cruiser, but it's undercover with the patina. This is amazing that this is original paint, not rusted out. What a neat car. Very neat. These Buicks were so awesome. We got to point these things out. This is a $125,000 car here. But look at the chrome and the headlights with the droopies. As a kid, we'd look at these like they were kind of crying with the droopy eyes. Let's go look inside this car. It's got air conditioning. The big wheel wells with the back. This car was expensive new. It was a sought after car. There were V8 nailhead V8s, probably 180 horsepower at the most. But look at the trunk on this car. Camera's coming, and the swoop back trunk lid just looked like it wanted your luggage to be put in and go on a road trip. Beautiful green color. I love it. I love these cars. But if I had one, I wouldn't change anything just because the original and the history. And I'm someone that will butcher anything. I like my own personality or whatever in my car. So I couldn't touch this one. I just have to drive it the way it is. So we're going to do a walk around and get over to the headquarters of this. See who got in the front row first at 5 o'clock this morning. And we have a drone up here. How you doing? Now here's the drag car that went street car. It's got this is a 440 car, and you can see the tires in the back. That's what my car needs. Want to talk some traction? This car hook up. It's got a parachute on it. So
We can't see the screen right now, so if you can, someone can just put touch the screen so I can see if a heart comes up, if you can hear us. just making sure because it's so bright out that I can't see the screen at all. So I can't answer any comments also. Sorry. Here's Al.
Back to Al. I would have talked to the owner of that car, but he's got a group of guys he's talking to. He's a really nice guy. He's had that car for a long time. I forget how many years. He used to drag race it, then he was street legal, and he just decided to start driving it on the street. I see him. He lives somewhere near me.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. So anyway, and we did a TikTok on these guys a month ago. I love trucks like that where you use them just as a hot rod. You have no fenders on the back. I have a couple pictures in my thing. Yeah, they found a Then we found another TR6. We'll check it out. TR6s are neat looking little cars. When I worked at Universal, there was a guy in our offices that had one of these with a 302 Ford. The Ford fits in it, the small block Ford. And it had 302 on the hood. And it was a neat car. I could imagine it was just a ripper going down the road. This is called Coffee and Cruise, and the parking lot gets some people that are just here for the car show and coffee. But here we're coming to the 32 Ford district. We have a pair of 32 Ford convertibles here. Small block Chevrolet. Small block Chevys in both the Fords.
California tag.
California license plate. Check that out. Let's see what the license plate on the back is. In Oklahoma, you don't need to run a front plate. Checking the license plates here.
From South California.
I'm from California.
No, that's from the movie American Graffiti.
Oh, is that what the...
Oh, that's so cool. That's pretty.
How long you had it?
It's about 2 years, but I've just done so much to it. It's not the same car anymore.
Yeah.
That's new.
61 miles on that motor.
Oh, what is it?
383.
383, yeah.
It's running. It's that other back that's...
Can't beat a 383 economical performance.
Yeah, it makes good power.
Yeah. Somebody's been ripping down the road here. So 383 Chevy. And we've got a GMC pickup over here, beautiful white pickup. We're going to go check out the 6-cylinder motor here with 2 carburetors. It's got a Wayne valve cover on it. It's got electronic ignition. I didn't know the distributors were interchangeable, but that looks like just a 350 Chevy HEI distributor. Wow. Show them the distributor over here. So I'm not sure if it's just plug and play or what. Anyway, I didn't know that. I learned something. Here you have your 52 Ford pickup. And look, it's got a Ford engine in it. 289, 302, one of the two. That's cool. I like when see Fords and Fords, to tell you the truth. I don't know how it got so morally right to put a Ford engine in a Chevy or, a Chevy. You don't see Chevys in Fords. It's just because Chevys are the cheapest.
Okay,
We'll share. Thank you. You got your 29.
There you go.
29 Ford pickup, 6-cylinder. And we're showing the car show
Coming up.
flyer that was just handed out to us on June 25th. And this thing's ending right now, to tell you the truth. This thing is, you got to be an early bird. We did the 9 o'clock. But a lot of people are cutting out right now. And there's another car show today that we might go over to. At least I will. We've got a 69 Chevelle, a 68 Chevelle. Take it back. I said 69. The biggest difference in 68 and 69, this tail light goes all the way up in here. They planned it for this piece to be the tail light in 69. And you could change them and turn it into a 69 if you want it. Go over here and look at this 55 Chevy. I got my driver's license in a black and white one of these in 19 forever ago. So I have a warm spot for 55 Chevy,
Yeah.
2-door hardtops.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. I got my license in one of these.
Did you?
Yeah, a black and white one. I'm just telling people about it. So we're kind of like, we're going to go walk down this way where more of the early birds parked. And we'll do a... matter of fact, we're gonna cut off now. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay. Talk to you a bit.
You get it if you like it, and then you deal with what it costs.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be money because I've got a 64 Chevelle that burned up the wiring last night on the firewall forward, and I did the redid the starter and got it running because I have MSD, but it's in the back and so forth, so it was saved. The ignition switch and everything was okay. So now I got to wire all the blinkers and all that, and all the little wires. What a pain! The main line burned everything else. Are we on?
You are now, yeah.
Okay, we're back. Hello. Hey, I want to show you the difference that I know of. There's probably 100 differences, but 68 Chevelle, we just showed you one, and this is a 69 where they used more of this for the taillight and just made this an alternate thing. And actually, I thought it was bigger. I was pointing out on that one, I thought the taillight was bigger using this piece. But no, it's that big, which I thought this was the better looking taillight. For your 68 lovers, it's all right. I like the other one too. But you always pick your favorite thing on each car. So we're going down here to where it's thinning out and looking at some of the expensive cars here. People always park over here with their Corvettes or new Corvettes and all their performance upgrades. And then you have a 68 or 69 Charger here amongst them, which I like better than the new cars. Nice Charger. We're coming down here to the motorcycle section. Oh, I love this Harley. I love these Harleys. I'm too big for these bikes. I could ride it, but I always thought this Evel Knievel style, I call it. And it's got a little modern mini headlight fairing on it. But Sportsters are just neat. That's XR 1200. Here goes a Miata, and I think that's probably it. We're walking out towards the this section down here, and looks like there's a convertible GTO up here. We'll go look under the hood and see if it's the original 389 65 GTO. Nice car. I like the dash. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful car. Yeah, the paint is a beautiful. I don't know what you'd call it. What do you call it? Colors. Fire mist.
I don't know.
Orange red.
Not red at all.
Not red at all. A blue orange? Really?
We walked over.
Whose car is this? You giving rides?
To my wife.
Oh, okay.
She got to see.
That's good. That's good you said that. My wife's got you on TikTok right now.
She's got me on TikTok.
Yeah, you're live. You're going all over the planet right now. So you answered your question perfectly.
I did. I did. I could answer it really bad.
What motor do you have?
What?
389?
No, it's your LS2.
Oh, you've got an upgraded LS.
Yeah.
Runs a lot better.
Yeah, it runs excellent.
We're going to look at the LS motor in this. Oh, look at that. Wow. So he's got this car upgraded for performance and modernization. It's air conditioned too, which most convertibles in the 60s did not come air conditioning. If you ask for air, they go, why do you want air? It's convertible. It gets darn hot, convertible. So, but rarely did they come with air conditioning. Beautiful car. Thank you. So, we got your new Camaro group out here that are lined up together. And I don't fit in these cars. So anything I don't fit in, I just kind of, I don't know. The greatest things in the world, some of these cars, as far as price and handling and what you get. I've sat in one and I've ridden in one, but it just wasn't comfortable for me. So I lean over to the 57 Chevy, which is for sale. $125,000. I can't deal with the price tags on these because I've owned 7 of them. I've never owned one this beautiful. No, I never will either. I don't plan on it. But is it? Reminds you of your grandpa's car? Yeah. This has got a Ford rear end, 9-inch rear end. It's got the 373 gears. It's got True Track. That's what I got in the Malibu. And it's got the goodies in it. It's got the LS motor in it too. Out of a 98 Corvette. Let's look at the motor. As I did a video the other day, I'm not an LS fan in an old car, but they are functionally wonderful motors. So if you're a cruiser and you want to take long trips, the LS motor puts out power without being too radical. And air conditioned car. This is beautiful to take a road trip in. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. So, walking back down the line, it looks like everybody's bailing. There's another car show today, so a lot of people are going to the other car show. There is a 70 Chevelle over here I want to look at because I had a 70 El Camino, which I used to bang my head on the C-pillar. The door has that curve in it. I'm 6'5" at the time. I'm 4 now. I shrunk. I used to bang my head on a regular basis on it, so I sold it. But the 69 we were just looking at, you can see how they change it in 70 so much, the front end, the grill. This is beautiful the way he did the blackout. This is nice. We're doing a TikTok on your car right now. We're live all over the world. Beautiful car. So 70, you can see where the 69, the same look of the piece, changed, but the roof was the same and so forth. And I kind of lean toward the 69 as being the favorite of them. But this is a neat car. Neat car. The dash. My camerawoman is taking off here. I want to show them the dash in the car, so let's walk by the dashboard. Going for the dashboard shot.
That looks like yours.
So he's got the gauge package changed out, which that makes the car a lot sportier looking, I believe. Love your dash.
Oh, thank you. It's not mechanical. It's digital GPS.
Yeah.
It's a lot better for the speedometer.
Yeah.
More accurate.
Yeah. Neat car. What motor do you have it?
396 big block.
Oh, you have a big block.
It's got vintage air. It was a frame off rest though.
Wow.
So the frame was powder coated. The undercarriage was undercoated. So it was on the rotisserie.
Yeah, this looks awesome with the black wheels and blacked out grill. It just got an ornament look good,
Right.
you know, when you.
And the front lower spoilers off a 69 Camaro.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like I needed something to make it fatter in the front.
Yeah, you got the look.
It's called the Black Beauty.
What's it called?
Black Beauty.
I like it. 396. Thank you. All right, we got the Smokey and the Bandit car over here. Everybody loves the Smokey and the Bandit.
They've got like how many? 500 of them.
Got
Every time I come.
a Smokey and the Bandit car. Yeah, people saved this. This was a collector item from the beginning, so there's a lot of original ones. Some people did absolutely destroy them by going out and just bonsaiing them. But like these wheels are upgraded, and but they look like the originals, but they're not. That's a neat car. So this car has some upgrades on it, and the owner's not here to talk to him, to ask him what he's done. But these were neat. And these cars, even all these cars of the 70s, the Camaros and so forth, if you're not in California, you don't have to deal with smog. Oklahoma, you can put anything in it, no one cares. These things naturally handle in the factory suspension. If they need upgrading, you put it back to the way they were. And they just handled nice, and they rode nice. They were neat cars. So if you got a Camaro or a Trans Am you ever run into, they're going to be worth more money someday. Nice cars. Well, they're looking for bus drivers over here. Should I apply for a bus driver job? She's ridden with me. I don't think she'd want me in a bus. Would you?
Does.
She says no bus for me.
That's for Gus.
No bus for Gus. So this looks like it. I think all the late people are coming in to park and eat lunch. So transition has happened. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day, everybody.